Welcome to this new video. Today we're going to be going over Nuclei, which is an open source vulnerability scanner that you can use that is based on YAML templates. It's open sourced. The community constantly updates the templates, meaning that anytime that a new person discovers a vulnerability, they create a template, they make it available to anyone to use. And as of the time of this video, there are over 9,000 different templates that you can use. Obviously, templates are designed for different systems, not all 9,000 for one system, but here we go. So what we're going to be doing today, let me show you what I got here. I have a meta exploitable VM that we're going to be testing against to make it easier and faster. A couple of things that you need to know is that the installation of Nuclei is super simple. You can install this on any Linux operating system. I am not sure if it runs on Macs. I believe it does. I don't think it runs on Windows. But once you get it installed, if you want to get information about the command and how to use it, you can do the -H as you can see here, and that's going to display the help menu. This is an extensive help menu. You're going to have different flags, different formats that you can use this, and different ways of doing this. My advice would be to start with the simple use. Just run a command, scan different systems, create an output, and then keep on expanding as you have the need. Don't pretend to know everything about the command at once because it's unrealistic that you're going to be able to do that unless you work, like for Nuclei or another software application trying to incorporate this into their systems. Anyway, so here's the command and our target computer IP address. And what we're going to be doing here, we're going to type Nuclei. Let me just do it right here. If we just type the command and hit enter, you're going to see some useful information. The first one is that you're going to see the version of Nuclei that you're running. Um, that's very important, especially if you haven't updated for some time. Now it is outdated, which is interesting because I had it. It was updated before. And then you're going to have the templates version, which is 10.4.1. And this is where the meat is, right? When it comes to this, right? This is the substance of what we're talking about. And then, as you can see, there are over 9,000 different templates that are loaded, are ready to be used by the systems. When you see here the warning loaded 17 unsigned templates, I mean, it's up to you if you want to use them or not. It means that 17 templates are not signed um, by Nuclei, but it doesn't mean that they're necessarily bad or malicious. It doesn't mean that. So the first thing that we're going to do is let's do target. You have to specify the target, and in this case, it's going to be 192.168.170.28 is the IP address of my meta exploitable. Something you have to know and you have to understand is that Nuclei is not a network scanner. It's not that you're going to use Nuclei, like for instance, same way that you use Nmap to scan the network and resources in the network to scan for the different ports and services. You're not going to be able to do that. For that, you still need a network scanner, so you can use Nmap for that aspect. And when it comes to vulnerability, you could use the Nmap script for vulnerabilities, the vuln, but Nuclei is a more robust vulnerability scanner than the Nmap script. So, you could use both, but verify one and the other. I would say use Nuclei because you have more templates that are constantly updated with more relevant information. So we're going to have this. And this is going to take, a few minutes. Everything is in the same network. But what's going to happen is that you're going to start seeing the templates loading, and whatever is getting identified is going to be displayed on the screen. Okay, as you can see here, we are already getting results from the templates, or from the scans, I should say. And if I come down here, you're going to see information. It has identified a critical vulnerability. Of course, this is Metasploitable. But something to keep in mind, and this is what you need to pay attention to just for your own understanding. So we are doing this, it's going to be loading the different templates, and it's going to be checking for different things, right? It's going to be checking for the CVEs, as you can see right here, and it's going to give you uh, the vulnerability grade, or rate for this. It's going to be medium, high, or critical. It's going to be medium, it's going to be info, you don't care about the info. So it's going to be checking the different services. Obviously, for this to be successful and run, it first has to identify all the services running in that system, and that's what it's doing. But it's not going to be doing something for the entire network, right? So it's going to be doing that for this system. So you're going to see the different templates that are loading, and what the templates are identifying. It's going to be checking for different things. The SMB signing is one of those things that not too many people do. Then let's see what else we have in here. Let me scroll down. Oh, it's gonna be attempting, or it's gonna be checking different aspects of that server configuration. And in this case, it identified a vulnerability from 2015, critical over TCP. Then it has a couple of vulnerabilities that are rated as high, as you can see here. And let's see. And once the scan is done, it's going to tell you that it took whatever it took. In this case, it took 4 minutes. That was a very long time. And it found 59 matches. Now, the 59 matches that it found is a combination of low, medium, and high, meaning info, medium, and critical or high vulnerabilities. So in that case, and one more thing, we're running this scan on one specific host, but you could run this against a list of hosts. Obviously, you need to add all your targets in that list and then run the command, and it's going to run them all. And it's going to find a lot of information. So, how do you sift or sort through so much information you're going to be getting? You're going to be using tags, right? And that's what you're going to be seeing here when it comes to critical. That is tags, like highs, those are tags. CVEs, those are tags that you can specify and concentrate on those specific things. Uh, One more thing that I want to mention before I move on to a different topic is that you can export this with the O, and then file name, whatever the name of the file. This is findings, whatever you want to name it. And you hit enter, and that's going to create the file for you. But let's talk about the templates, because, as I mentioned before, there are over 9,000 templates that a Nuclei has as of the time of this video. So you can list them by doing dash TL, and that's going to list all of them. But obviously, you're not going to be able to read through all of them. If you want to concentrate on specific templates, and again, or on specific aspects or templates that you want to use, that's when one of the ways for you to do that is to use the tags. So let me do this. And let's say that you want to concentrate only on templates that have or identify critical vulnerabilities. So you could do critical and hit enter. And it says no results because I'm critical. So let's say that you're looking for specific information or specific templates on a specific technology. If you do if you list all the templates as we did before, you're not going to be able to see that information, right? Like, you're not going to be able to see it. Like 9,000 is going to fly in front of your eyes. But let's say that you're looking for something specific, right? You could use the tags flag, and then you can specify what is it that you are looking for. For instance, if you're looking on Apache, anything Apache related, you could do Apache, and then you're going to see templates that are related to Apache. Or if you want to do anything related to Windows, you're going to see it in there. If you're going to see anything related to FTP, you're going to see it in there. So you can narrow it down in that specific way. Or if you know the CVEs, you could search in a specific CVEs if that's what you want to do to narrow down what you're looking for. But to be honest with you, first of all, I would say just run them all. Just run Nucleate against your target and let it do its thing. Now, if you want to narrow it down, if you're running that on many hosts and the scan is taking a lot of time, maybe you can then narrow it down to a specific technologies if you know the technology you're scanning against. But that's one of the things you need to do. If you want to do it specifically, you need to know what at least service is listening on that device, and then you do it in that way. Just doing that with that specific service. And for that, obviously, you need to know, or you need to run, I should say, a network scans like Nmap to find that information. So if we see the results of a previous scan that we ran, so let's do that. And as you could see, it's going to find all the information, including vulnerabilities for that host. So what can we do from here? As we already see from that information, we see that that device has a web server running, right? And it identified a couple of vulnerabilities on the web server. So we can concentrate on that, on the results. So we can concentrate on the specific technologies and tags for that specific scan. And what I can do is come in here. Let me remove this. This is going to be my syntax. As you could see, I'm using the tags flag, and my tag is going to be the exposure. And miss config, you can use more than one tag at the same time. And I'm going to have the severity to include either low, medium, high, or critical. But to save time, I'm just going to do high and critical. So I'm going to hit enter. And in this case, I'm going to narrow the results that are going to be displayed on the scan to that specific things I'm looking for, which is high and critical vulnerabilities. And here you have it. So compared to the results that we had before, we just concentrated on these specific vulnerabilities that we wanted to see. And this is Nuclei in a nutshell. Again, this is one of those things that you have to do. You have to do quite a bit to get a handle and use it for your specific use cases. One of the most valuable things for me when it comes to this application is how that it is constantly being updated by the community, and that you can narrow down what you're looking for with the tags. In this case, again, if I want to do the WordPress, you could do something like that, and it's a very useful utility to have in your tool set when it comes to vulnerability management and vulnerability assessment. So thanks for watching. If you found this information useful, all I ask you to click on the like button, consider subscribing to the channel, and I'll talk to you on the next video.